All right, this is clearly a more difficult question, but I am kind of thankful that they're giving me the relationship and the graph, and they're asking a question, where would you come up with a horizontal tangent line? Well, I'm kind of looking at it, and I'm going to say right over here somewhere, right over some, but I can't tell you what those numbers are, all right? So what I can do, though, is take its derivative. Let me go through that with you. And I'm taking a derivative of this thing over here, and you're going to get, let's see, x squared, derivative of y is 1, so dy dx, I'll just say y prime, plus 2xy minus 2 plus 35y prime is equal to 0. Well, let's take a look at that. And I'm going to factor the y prime out from the two terms. So I get y prime. That would be x squared plus 35. And then I'm going to add 2 to both sides and subtract 2xy. All right, I'm now going to divide through by the coefficient on y prime, and I get 2 minus 2xy over x squared plus 35. All right, so someone's going to say, I'm lost now. I don't know what you just did over there. All I know about this derivative, they want to know this point over here where the derivative is equal to 0. The only way the derivative could be equal to 0 is if xy is equal to the number 1. That's the only way that could happen. All right? Now, granted, I'm looking at it. I don't know what x and y, but I do know that x times y is equal to 1. So I go back to this equation over here, and I plug that in. So let me see if I get that. So it's going to be x times xy minus 2x plus 35y is equal to 2. I'm going to use this in this equation now. You get x times xy. What's xy? It's the number 1. Minus 2x. I've got troubles now. I don't want 2 letters. I want 1 letter. So what's y equal to? Y is equal to 1 over x. Let me put that down. So y is 1 over x. It's 35 over x, and that equals the number 2. What am I going to do now? Multiply both sides by x. You get x squared. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't do that right away, because I know something right away that's probably a little bit easier to deal with. Just adding those two terms together. You get minus x plus 35 over x is equal to 2. I'm going to multiply both sides by x now. Minus x squared plus 35 equals 2x. Quadratic in form. Let's write this down. 0 equals x squared plus 2x minus 35. Well, this looks like, it's kind of shaping up to be easier numbers for me. I'm going to say 7 and 5 plus 7 minus 5. So I'm going to say, let's see, x would be minus 7, and the other one is 5. Now, I realize for a lot of students, you're looking at the graph and they're saying, isn't this the number 1? This is an artifact. My guess over here, this is not 1. It's been cut off. It's actually the number 10. So you might have been deceived by that. But anyway, let's go erase this over here. I'm going to put the point down now. I'm seeing this point over here as being, let's take a look at that. If I did that right, about 5. And this point over here, I'm going to say minus 7. I got to get the y, though. And the way I'm going to do that is right over here. X times y is 1. What does that mean? Well, if I have the x to be 5, the y would have to be 1/5. And if that's minus 7, the y would have to be minus 1/7. All right, I got the 2 points. Again, I could have made a mistake. It worked out pretty nicely. I want to see if they can agree with that. And again, there's work down over here. So let's see if they put this down. Minus 7, minus 1/7. I got that there. And the 5 1/5 over here. Yeah, we're good to go to the next question. Thank you.